Now, let's talk about the orbit again. Now that our foldable is done, let's talk about an orbit. I need 3 volunteers. Linda, Claire, and Sloane. Come on up. Linda, you are going to be the sun. You are going to hold my little clock because the sun helps us tell time. Okay? So you are the sun. You may hold this. Linda's the sun. Claire, you will be the earth. You have a tricky job. Are you ready for it? Okay. Now, this takes a lot of concentration. Linda, you have an easy job. You just stand there. But the earth, you're tricky. And the moon, Sloane, can you handle it? Okay. So, Sloane, I'm going to have you pause and let Claire get used to what she's doing. What we are going to do first is demonstrate what is called a revolution. Friends? Thank you. Now, a revolution is the Earth traveling around the sun one whole time. That is one whole revolution. A revolution is the Earth going around the sun in its orbit one full time. Let's say it together. Revolution. Beautiful. Okay. Now, Claire, please show us how to revolve around the sun. Here's Claire. Okay. Now, not only does it revolve around the sun, it's also rotating. Like this. Maybe it would be a good idea, side note, to have the Earth colored in if I were going to use, no, but I'd be using a bulb. That's okay. Okay, so the Earth is rotating and it's revolving. Claire, are you ready for this task? You are going to spin and you're going to circle Linda. Okay, show us an entire revolution with your rotations. Okay, looks something like this. Claire's traveling around Linda. It's getting pretty crazy. She's probably bumping into Linda. The class is probably getting out of hand. They're probably going crazy and laughing. But they need to understand that it's rotating and it's revolving. Okay. Now, in one whole revolution, the Earth is rotating a lot more times, isn't it? Yeah. So what do you think each rotation tells us on Earth? What does a rotation on Earth look like? What is it called? Let me ask the question again in a different way. So if you know the answer, keep your answer. Now for those of you who don't have the answer, let me ask you a different question. When the Earth rotates, we're on Earth, correctly? What do we see every day that tells us the Earth has rotated once? Everyone? One day. Beautiful. So one day is a one rotation. What about a revolution? Who'd like to take a guess? Maddox? A year. Perfect. So how many days or rotations are in a year or revolution? How many rotations are in a revolution? 365. Awesome job, Maddox. That was awesome. Okay, friends. The Earth is also not standing like this. It's standing like this. At just a small tilt, which is called the Earth's axis. This line, the pencil to the bottom, this is the axis, and it's on a tilt. Okay? So while it's rotating, it's also revolving. Okay? Now, we live right here. Okay? Let's draw a little X right there. You are here. Okay, let's put my pencil back in. The axis. Now, the sun's right here. It's summertime, okay? The Earth is rotating. The Earth is rotating. Where are you? What do you think is happening? If you're on its axis, it's probably getting really, really warm, right? Because you're really close to the sun during the day, and it cools off at night. Beautiful. Now what if it were over here? It's a lot cooler because you're further away from the sun. Yeah. How about that, huh? That's called a season. At different times of the year during the revolution, you're either further or closer to the sun, making it warmer or colder. That's why we have different seasons. It's because of the axis. We're going to talk about that more when we learn about the seasons and the lengths of day. Okay, now for my moon. It's your turn, Sloane. You're going to come up. While Claire is rotating and revolving around Linda, you are also rotating. I'm sorry, you're also revolving around Claire. Ready? Go. Oh my goodness, you guys are crazy. Alright, let's give them a clap. Go ahead and have a seat. Thank you. We're going to demonstrate this together with a quick little project. I need my paper passers. And I need your foldable. Oh, perfect. The lovely assistant has collected them already. Out of this world orbits. We are going to color this first, then cut it out. Then either me or Mrs. Bernal will come around with gold brads. That is what's going to help us rotate our sun. So it's going to look like this. And we'll be able to show a full rotation, and we'll be able to full revolution, and we'll be able to rotate the sun and the moon and the earth. Are we ready? So don't cut those strips. And I want you to do this beautifully. You are showing truth, goodness, and beauty in your work. Yes, Miss Ruby. Perfect. So I need you to get out an orange, a yellow, a blue, a green, and a gray. 5 colors. Okay? Orange and yellow will be for the sun. Use both of them. Color orange first, and then go over it with a yellow. That'll make a very fun effect, showing the heat and the brightness of it. And then I'll demonstrate to you. And then color the earth. Not all of it, just so they understand what needs to be green and what needs to be blue. The moon is gray. They need to understand that. So I'll just model it briefly so they can work at their own pace, and I can come around with a brad, and once they are done they can get started on a worksheet I will give them that looks like this, or they can do finish their foldable if they have not finished it already. They can color their planets on their worksheet and we will talk about it together. Okay, that is our closure activity. Once our 10 minutes is up for this last activity, I will demonstrate that really quick. Friends, our 10 minutes is up. Even if you have not finished and you have not received your brads, I need this to go in your unfinished side of your red folder. When I say go, please do not move yet. My voice is still on and yours is off. Your hands are folded. Your hands are folded. Thank you. Your desk is cleared.